I thought, a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden. Thanks to the research and the strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memories returned to me. Who? I fucking love this game. What kind of memory? You remember everything. Who are you again? I don't remember who the hell you are again.
I mean,
who are you?
Well,
You actually make jokes like that? Gallica. Gallica, have we met? Do you not understand? Didn't I just say that I was Christ? Gallica. I'm always making jokes like that. What is up, everyone? It is me, OC, the JRPG Junkie, and welcome back to more Metaphor Refantazio. If it is your first time here, make sure you check out the first video in the series and watch up to the current video to make sure you know everything that's going on. And if you're returning, last we left off, we made it through the Grand Cathedral, or at least I made it through the Grand Cathedral again, because that was my second time having to do it. We fought Zorba. We learned that he was just kind of a lowly, mage, and he was always shunned, but then Luis took him in, and then he became obsessed with Luis, and yeah, so we made it through the Grand Cathedral, using a painting, of all things, to get past him, until the penultimate fight where we had to fight him, and we also learned that the royal scepter was taken in the sky by this gigantic rock creature. The former king stole it and said, no, you all can't have it until I pick a ruler. So we fought and killed Zorba, or we didn't kill him, he killed himself, which then summoned a human, and then we had to fight and kill the human, which was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my entire life. It was another crazy egg thing, and yeah, so that's where we left off. Today, though, we are going to do more side stuff. There's still the Brigitte thing I have to do. I have some stuff to read in the memorandum, and of course, I have a little thing I need to do with Hulkenberg. Yeah, because we got this, I don't know if it's a quest, but it's more of a companion thing where you go talk to your companion, probably Persona-esque, where you raise their loyalty points and whatnot. So we're going to go do that today. But before we do that, we're going to start off with the memorandum, because I took a quick peek at it, and there is a lot. I mean, there is a lot in here. So we're going to just do some quick reading, or I'm going to fly through it to not make this video go longer than it really needs to be. Also, I've been uploading some YouTube shorts. One of them got deleted because of reasons, and I've been streaming on Twitch, so if you want to see some more content outside of this, go check out my Twitch channel. I kind of play everything. It's just not just JRPGs there. I do play gacha games and whatnot. I'm currently playing through Weathering Waves again, or sort of again. I took a break from it, massive hiatus for months and months and months. But a new character came out named Camellia, and she's insane and she's toxic, and I have a thing for toxic women. It's just it's a thing. I don't know. Maybe mommy issues. No idea. But let's get this started, and let's get reading. So the Belega corridor. Ruins southwest of Grand Trad, originally part of the past nation's palace. Its country of origin has long past its history, and its environs reduced to desert. All traces of its former glory are gone. Still, the land's dead linger in spirit, longing for the splendor of old, and resenting the nations and peoples outlived them. Their burning spite hangs in the air, drawing monsters to its ground. The Senate. I am the Senate. A council of sages who assist the king with political affairs formed upon a unification of 3 kingdoms. It consists of 5 members: the Prince Monterio, the Prince of Oceania, the Royal Army's general, the head of Crown Theocracy, and the head of the Igniter Consortium. The offices are held by different individuals but have no set term, and while each member is theocratic practically equal in rank and voice and influence aristocracy has been increased for decades. More specifically, ever since Forden took office of Sanctifus and Sanctism became the state religion, Forden effectively became the Senate's primary speaker and representative, tilting power balance. Oh, I forgot about that. Also, when we last left off, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to rush through this so we can get through more content because we like pushing out content, right? We did meet a Parapus woman named Katerina who wanted us to find her lost friend, and we did, and the lost friend was dead, and yeah. So, yeah, there was a lot going on in the Grand Cathedral. You know, pretty much hostages were being held by Luis and his men, and there was a lot of skeletons and crazy shit. And, oh yeah, no, it was pretty nuts. We learned some new mechanics and whatnot. And then after the fact, we did get a cut to the Senate. That Senate thing did remind me of what I was trying to talk about. So yeah, we got a cut to the Senate, and they were talking about Luis and all this psycho shit and how the king stopped Grius and killed him or something. That seems to be the thing, and it looks like they're the way to actually kill a person who potentially could come king is to have a duel with them. Yep, and banish them to the Shadow Realm. That's how it's done. All right, so let's continue here. Portraits of past kings. Magnificent room in Regolith Grand Cathedral, adorned with portraits of kings of generations past. The custom has been a portrait made on a king's ascension to the throne, which was then displayed within the royal palace during his reign, and later moved to his grave after his death and burial. However, the Grand Cathedral was built on the land that used to be the royal cemetery, so previous kings' portraits were moved inside when the cathedral construction was complete. Now, this is the boring stuff. Magic. Melancholia Crystal. An unusual and dangerous magma crystal that few knew until recently, characterized by their peculiar form and rampant pulsing of the magma inside. Massive melancholia crystals can form very quickly, magnitudes faster than the average crystal. They are seldom discovered on the conditions that form them remain unknown. In addition, causing surrounding creatures to undergo volatile change called melancholiization, it also attracts abnormal, worm-eaten animals and even humans at times. As the rate of growth increases, the light emits may change, at which point it becomes a trance crystal. What is a trance crystal? A dangerous crystal that attracts raging creatures to its side. The rigidity of the crystalline structure cannot withstand the rate of growth, causing myriad of fissures invisible to the eye to grow on the surface that radiates magma. They appear to be like a bewitching flower, as they have the ability to attract living creatures. Some scholars call them magma flowers. And then Melancholia. A word uttered by the necromancer Zorba, thought to be an invocation of magic, where the magma within one's body irreversibly bursts, causing biological functions to turn irregular. The phenomenon drives most creatures to uncontrollable violence, and bizarre changes can occur throughout the body depending on the degree of progression. Yeah, so pretty much what's going on with this, by the way, another side is Zorba was planting these melancholia crystals, and they were blooming, and so we had to go like destroy one. And in Grand Cathedral, there's these like specter things. I went over it in my walkthrough because the last episode was pretty much a walkthrough of the Grand Cathedral. They are obnoxious, and be careful when you face them. If you're going to play this game, just be super careful with them because they are horrible. Half-blood. Children born to parents of disparate tribes. Half-bloods often inherit physical attributes of both tribes, as evident by Zorba and Maria. While it is theoretically possible for any of the tribes to bear offspring together, conceiving a child between differing tribes is less viable than within the same tribe. Therefore, they are few in number. Even in metropolitan areas with diverse populations, those with mixed heritage are rarely seen. Half-blood children are often ostracized from from both tribes they hail from. Due to unnatural appearance, the typical characteristics they would otherwise inherit from each tribe can underdevelop, leading to smaller wings for a half-blood Ishka or similar born half-blood Claymar. They are greatly misunderstood, generally isolated from others, and face unjust societal disdain. Zorba. Circium Zorba, part of the entourage Luis brought with him to the royal funeral. Skilled mage who demonstrated such fanatic loyalty to Luis that he willingly descended into necromancy. His single horn and closed third eye, a half-blood Claymar and Mustari ancestry, and discrimination he faced in these circumstances likely led to his blind fanaticism. Yeah, we got more of that. More of that going on, more discrimination. It's just so well done in this game. Brigitte Lycan, the rogue proprietress of the Lycaean Magic Association, a shop which sells magic igniters to general public in Grand Trad. Of frosty demeanor and ample rumors of shady underground connections give her an air of unapproachability. However, she bears no discriminatory feelings towards minor tribes and chooses to evaluate people by their abilities. Some speculate that the meritocratic inclination stems from her personal history, but truth is anyone's guess. Town Criers. Spokespeople of the Crown Theocracy. As literacy rates are low, they are responsible for spreading proclamations and other important information to the kingdom's masses. Criers are often seen speaking on street corners of larger towns, even when no major event is taking place. Closari, an archaic word of prayer and sanctus. Every person in the kingdom, regardless of religious affiliation, is familiar with the solemn oath. It's an extremely ancient word that predates Ukrainian calendar. Its exact origins are unknown. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was still a lot. That was a lot in there. Okay, so we need to go find Hulkenberg because we have a companion quest with her. Oh, and before I forget, actually, so this is something I also did in not the last recording, the one before that, and I forgot to do it in the last recording. You're going to want to talk to this guy right here.
Fancy a bit of info.
Because there is things that you're going to need. So the ingredients of Grand Trad. So if you want to make that dish that that Fabian wanted, the Secret of the Red Grass shop. This is where you get the information. You learn how to do it. It's pretty easy. So you grab that.
Between us.
Yeah, so there's a stall in the market in front of the Grand Cathedral that sells red grass. You know, the herb that Fabian uses in a certain dish of hers. Matter of fact, red grass originates from the region where you also find Fabian's Town. It's not that far from Grand Trab, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop owner only sells it to his trusted regulars. Any strangers who try to buy it will likely get shooed away.
Very nice.
But you're no stranger. You already know Fabian, and of course, you're also an acquaintance of Grius. So if that's what you're after, try mentioning to him the shopkeep. And yes, so you go up to him and then you tell him you know Grius, and then you can buy it. Pretty simple. And then this is when we go to the Belega corridor, we're gonna want to know this.
Want in on this?
Who told you about the Belega corridor? That place may still harbor some treasure, since not many know about it. However, word has it that deep within the grotesque sculptures, a gigantic two-legged beast brandishing an axe. It's quite famous amongst adventurers. Anyone who uses staff or mace, so when you go in there, do not bring a healer class or a mage class, so pretty straightforward stuff. Bring Seeker for healing, and then you should be good. And it will go berserk if it sees one. Watch out for starts to build up strength. The next hit could kill you straight off. That said, if you time your attacks well, you can knock it out of its stance and halt its attacks. I'm recommending switch pierce attacks with a spear of some sort.
Just between us.
So bring a knight. If you can't, then you ought to simply guard. Defending won't help you to escape, but you may be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there's a lot of Goblins out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them, use swords and spears. So yes, Gallica will tell you, don't do that. Just to warn you, it's full of monsters that make ones in Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. If you go, make sure you're mentally prepared for what you'll face. That's all I can offer. All right. Okay. And then Agreed's a Grand Trad I don't really care too much about. It's actually just kind of a waste of money. But yes, let's talk to Hulkenberg here, and let's get this going before I go to the Belega corridor, so we can kind of get these things started. That's as you. I know there's little left to do, but wait. Yeah, that has me more restless than anything. That's right. Have you a moment to talk? Sure.
Truth is,
I felt a great pressure weighing on me. It made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if it was me? Oh crap, I didn't save scum. Oh, that's alright. It auto-saved close enough. I guess I would say I would read, but as I told you before, I can't read. I'm sorry. Ooh, this one's tough because, honestly, if it's like Persona, you have to pick the right one to get the most amount of points. I don't know if she's a reader, though. Maybe I get some exercise? Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions. Your mind is cleared of distraction. And how about it? Would you like to train swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems a fine opportunity to start with you on some formal training. Yes.
all right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no? It is for training only, but you never know if from the grip and swing. It is most nostalgic. I once trained with the blade when I just became a royal guardsman myself. It was not long after joining that I assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch to join a comrade of mine in the dark and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we'd cross blades, we never did see who was better. Sounds like a worthy opponent. Sounds tough. What was he like? Oh god, I hate these. Sounds like a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him I improved by leaps and bounds. When acting with followers or allies and giving them a response that moves their heart, you may obtain mag, which you can usually only acquire in battle. Try to be as open and as receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating with them. Okay, so this is a little bit different. So it's not like we're getting social points. Maybe we are. I don't know. Because if it's not, then that's and you're just getting mag from it. That's a good thing because it makes the grind actually way easier. Way easier. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
Surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? So it is you. You've returned. She just said it, not me. What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who's this pup? I'm just a friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
Mosi, a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback you indulge company of an elder brat, you once proud member of knighthood. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like, the dirt suit of a fallen knight. What? Well, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within the bounds to judge your failures. Man, look at you. Look at you. Right? You look like a fucking zombie. You know, if I wasn't so nice, I'd kill you where you stand. Where's Gallica? Where is she at right now? Gallica, why aren't you saying anything?
What?
Commander, you mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our shares and honors. So I see.
And?
And you. Clearly you've already given up pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found within the Order. Of course. When you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had in the Royal Guard was well and dutifully snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. Hulkenberg, didn't you say he was like your friend or something? Like, why is he... He's kind of a piece of shit. Like, what kind of company do you keep? How dare, choose your words with care. No need, I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg. Is that how I treat Gallica? My apologies, I'm sorry you had to hear that. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag. He is a scumbag. Now, I'm not going to choose that because I need to see if this actually helps the bond. I don't know if it really will. Are you okay?
Listen.
Are you okay, Hulkenberg? 'Tis kind to ask. I do understand his anger. 'Twas my choice that our promised paths diverged after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Oh, see. Let's fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That's the path I walk now. Yes, I agree. I can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust. Rank 2.
I have not the luxury.
Okay, so this is going the Persona 5 route. So Persona 3 Reload, it didn't do this route, you just leveled it up, and that was it. And then at the end, you get like the ultimate Persona. Persona 5, it did this, where it was like you would gain an ability or you gain whatever every time you ranked up. Let's see. Knight Enlightenment. Reduce mag cost of studying Knight lineage. Guard duty. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from attack on his weakness. Oh, interesting. Really? That's crazy. That's actually so good. Begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. Sort of. Not anymore. You don't say. Well, see you around. Who the hell is that? What?
Very well.
Let's leave the training for another
Yes.
time. 100 drills or 1,000 swings. It'll take up an unsparing regimen indeed to purge this distraction. So, thoughts. Quick thoughts. I don't like how it's not voice acted. I don't like that at all. In the other Atlas games, they they are. So that is kind of annoying. Because a lot of times I don't necessarily want to be using my voice so much outside of ad-libbing and whatnot. Just because my voice gets really tired really quick. So that is kind of annoying. All right, so we returned. Oh, I gained gained money. Or no, it was mag. I gained 900 mag. Very nice. Okay, I have a reportable quest that I need to do. Let's go see more. More, I'm coming.
Well, well.
Eld the healer. Seems your assignment is complete.
Incredible.
Alright, Heroes Incense, increase imagination.
All right.
Oh, I got a lot for that. Holy shit, that was a lot. It seems like, so, I think it was, Wisdom seemed pretty easy to level. It didn't take long. It only was like twice that I had to do something. This one might be a little bit harder. Okay, good to know. Now, I thought, a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden.
Fascinating.
Thanks to the research and the strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memories returned to me. I fucking love this game. What kind of memory? You remember everything. Who are you again? I don't remember who the hell you are again.
I mean,
who are you?
Well,
You actually make jokes like that? Gallica. Gallica, have we met? Do you not understand? Didn't I just say that I was correct? Gallica, I'm always making jokes like that. I soon knew that was meant in jest, but about my memory. No, listen, I don't remember you at all. Oh, I got a little bit of bag on that. Oops. It occurs to me that I conducted research on archetypes in the past as well. Research on archetypes is precisely this power that could make a real utopia like my novelized vision. Yes, it's more than feasible.
however,
that fool of a king turned his eye from the utopia I dreamed of. The book you carry in the library's vast knowledge, all condemned by his decree. Ultimately, I was locked in his chamber, shut away in secret, and was strangely killed. Oh, so you're dead. That explains a lot. And I've been alone ever since, except for my feline companion, Plateau, of course. I believed I would die here, never knowing who I was. It was because of that fear that I immersed myself in research. I hope I might leave some proof that I once lived. Yet, that too came to a
in
standstill.
truth,
And then you appeared. You've given me an opportunity not just research again, but to regain my life. Frankly, I hesitated to expect anything after all. If we saw no development here, I was prepared to finally give up. But this miracle of my memory returning has convinced me this power of the archetypes, its original magic, and it may shake the foundation of all we know. It could change the world. You might be right. I think you're exaggerating more. If that's your real name, I think you're... It can change the world. It can change the world, and I'll prove it. Yep, that's the right answer. As for your part, you'll be needing the powers that can oppose Luis. Let us continue our research further that you might reach the apex of your abilities. I can feel Moore's mild expectations and trust. Rank 2.
I look forward to continuing
Seeker
our
Enlightenment.
research.
Reduce, okay. Increase skill inheritance slots of the Seeker lineage to 2. Alright. Moore's Magic Igniter. The archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu. Wait, it wasn't? Oh, it wasn't. I had to go see more every time. Oh, that's crazy. More skills can be inherited by the Seeker's lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion skill.
How delightful.
It appears that nurturing archetypes results in a deeper bond between you and academia as well. I believe you are now at the point where you'll find these uselessness. It's an igniter that allows you and I, as fellow seekers, to share our consciousness, even when we're apart. That's amazing.
This right here.
So long as you have this, you can study archetypes from anywhere you like. However, when you have completed a research task, I would still ask you to come talk to me in academia. More, I have no reason to talk to you anymore. Pressing triangle will move directly to... Okay. I do require your power in developing my research, not to mention I value the time I spent speaking with you.
Well then,
To change the world, we must examine things from a different angle. Your next research asks us to study the heroic embodiment of the gunner. Where the hell am I gonna find the fucking gunner? If you haven't yet acquired the gunner, perhaps you'll need to form a bond with someone more mechanically minded. I'm sure... Oh, I bet I know where to get it. I'm sure it will help you hone your virtues along with other meaningful opportunities. I
one's
guarantee.
important.
I guarantee I know where to get it. Yeah. Yep.
Until next we meet.
Ah, marvelous. I already can barely contain my fascination. My mind races for the first time in ages. I'm counting on you. More mag.
How good of you to come.
Nah, I'm good. Alright. So wait, I can...
Whoa.
So I can just go...
What now?
No. Oh, wait. Triangle. That is incredible. That's gonna make things so much easier. Awesome.
You'll come again.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Oh, there.
Root, you go here. So you're interested in these herbs. Sorry, but I only sell to my regulars. Do you know Grius? Grius, don't tell me. Are you the one who's been hanging around the honeybee lately? One of his friends, truly. Come from the same town as Fabian, so Grius and I met a long time ago. That man helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though I think that deep down I always knew things with him would end up like this. Anyways, I couldn't possibly turn away a friend to Grius, so were you looking for red grass? Buy as much as you like, 150. Alright, I'll take 4.
Talk.
Red grass seems very like a useful ingredient, so you have 0. I know, I'm buying it.
Thanks.
Great, 4 red grass then. Thank you kindly for your generosity. Feel free to come by anytime. It's actually cheaper to buy 4, if you know how to do basic math. Alright, so let's go back to...
Let's head there right away.
Let's go do this.
What is it? Amazing.
Oh, and let's go buy this. Alright, Lord of Tradia Desert. 150 mag.
Want in on this?
You surely heard of the stretched desert south. That's the Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large air gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad. Yeah. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling
Just
through
between
it.
us.
They're harassed the journey by swarms of Volmo and giant monstrous birds. The threats to the numerous by name, but the worst is the man-eater Manjula. Word is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads foul poison. Oh great. If you fight, you should be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to heat, fire magic's ineffective against it. Got it? Okay. The blaze only invigorates it, so you can't mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to ice magic and is effective against it. Do best to remember and prepare accordingly. That's all I know. Unless you want to end up as another set of bones getting bleached, better know when to run. Got it. Okay, that's pretty easy then. You bring like double mage and a healer and you should be fine. Just stand in the back line. I think you should be alright with it. Alright, and then let's talk to Fabian here and
Yeah.
let's make some food. I always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another one. If you're free, you could lend me a hand preparing food. Feel free to use the kitchen as you like, and if you have the ingredients, I could... Yep. Alright. And my tolerance goes up. Yes. I want to make red grass.
You're a big help.
Looks like you have all the right ingredients to make red grass roasted badoo. Let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is...
Okay, so for this, don't do anything crazy. Let's see here. Red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabian taught us the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right!
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? Nope, we're sticking to the recipe. I think we should stick to the original recipe.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose Fabian's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Yeah, you don't want to do it because you're going to get less points towards your social skill. Delicious waft brewing's room.
You did it!
Wow, we did a really good job. Are you secretly some kind of master chef, OC? I told you before, Gallica. Yes, I am a good chef. You just don't listen to me. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel my tolerance improved.
All right.
Alright, we made red grass badoo. Alright, and then it should be the next day. Now we got some things
Time
we can
marches
do.
on, and the age of a
More
new king
things.
draws nearer.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it
You're
seems.
right.
Certainly a lot of monsters out there. Tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination. We received a request at the recruitment center, did we not? Shall we slay the monsters ourselves? I think we should.
Well then.
Oh, here we go. I hear a voice. Am I really fine with this? Stroll comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk to him. Nah, we're good. we'll save that for another day.
Hey,
Yep, I want to go to... Yeah, I want to go try to do this. All right, let's go. So we're going to do this real quick, and then we'll do the Belega corridor afterwards. We can jam-pack this episode with a few different things. All right, Stroll. Can you believe the wasteland this wild has been so close to Grand Trad all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. We should attempt to reduce the number of monsters here for the sake of travelers to pass through this area. I'll set whenever you are. I'm ready.
However,
I cannot overlook the fact that there are bandits here, as well as monsters. Keeping the desert safe gives me quite the headache. In any case, exterminating a few monsters should prevent tragedy. Fewer travelers would attack. I'm prepared, ready for your command. You know, I'm thinking about it. I'm going, maybe I should do the Belega corridor to get the gunner before I do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna actually do the Belega corridor first, see if I can get the gunner, because I think that's what I'm gonna get from Brigitte.
Come off it.
hey,
Yeah, we're going to. I want to go to the Belega corridor. All right, let's check our destination on the map. Requested intel will show up. Yep. You see how many days are required to reach each destination. If you can get there, doesn't pass an encampment, you can get there that afternoon. When you return, you'll come back at night. Yes. The wilds outside the city contain innumerable threats, but trust your allies. Yes.
let's see here.
Wow, there's a lot to see around Grand Trad. It looks like it may be a good idea to prepare for a fight with Luis by training out in the wild. Yes, so we're gonna go here. By the way, I am keeping things on easy mode. Normal is actually pretty difficult, and I just kind of want to play the game, you know? Just want to enjoy it, so we're going to do that.
Fulfill a request
It
there.
says a monster-filled ruins. The Igniter shop owner spoke of a distinguished noble family's manor, was it? Don't suppose there'd be a treasure or other valuables that remain. We may as well check, considering we have to defeat the monster anyways.
ticking.
No getting sidetracked, alright? The goal is the monster, not
It's
the
your
treasure.
call.
We should be able to get there and back within the day. Well, it'll be. Yes, let's
be
go.
off.
Then it is settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves. You once on the road. Yes, let's do this.
The party at last found themselves at Belega Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed and
Oh,
worn
nice.
away
We
by
got a little
sand
side
and rock.
story, too.
The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
The thing is,
Where Brigitte mentioned, apparently the monsters here sometimes attack passerby. I had no idea these ruins were here. This is a villa for a grand old noble family, I heard. But look, this looks properly
this
old.
right?
Well, at any rate, we're here for the Gaptoros. The ruins are novel, yes? But let's not stray from our purpose.
That's right.
You're right. Let's look for the shortest path through. Yeah, these ruins aren't going anywhere. We ought to stay
My
focused. There's always a trade-off. The decision is yours, but pray make sensibility, please. Yeah, we can keep going. All right. Wait. I gotta be close. Okay.
What now? Night!
all right.
Yeah, I'm ready. Look, there he is. Looks like this is the Guptaros. Really raring to go, too. No sign of retreat. It must be acclimated to people. It's likely caused damage yet to be discovered. Well, that ends today. We're taking you down. Sees our foes is bringing his A game. 2. Oh, I can't
Watch
wait for
out.
this. Let's not messing around. Be careful, everyone. I'm ready. Come, you monster. You shall be rust upon my lance. Don't worry, I'm fine. I know how to beat this thing.
I'll get some dishes.
First, I'm gonna move back. Second, I'm gonna hit you with this.
A noble's duty is to protect their people. After me! Are you prepared? Perhaps not. There! Take this!
Hit their weak point.
By the
Keep
sworn
it up,
oath
fool.
of night.
I see you!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
And then I'm gonna guard.
Now, what's the play? There's no escape! Think not!
Dodge! You got
There we go. Yep, this thing
There's
should
no
be dead
escape!
hit their weak point.
Is everyone all right?
very soon.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
The blade's edge!
Still here?
I can't afford to hold back. There! Take this!
Observe the enemy.
I see you!
Got him. Piece of cake. It took a while, but took him down pretty.
Satisfactory.
I admit, it feels good.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
That wasn't too hard. Root's horn.
That's...
The horn is huge. Bloody awful to imagine being gored by it. Really, we all seemed pretty put together during this fight. No, that thing was tougher than anticipated. If we let up even a little, we may have been defeated. What? Even Hulkenberg was sweating it. What do you think? That was an easy one. It was a close one. I'm not telling you, Gallica. I don't want to tell you.
Listen,
I'm not telling.
Honestly.
That tells me more than you think. You thought it was over, didn't you? No, Gallica. Why would I think that? Well, a win's a win. All that's left is to take it back to the
All
igniter
right.
shop. Let's do that. Osi, shall we head back to the entrance? Yeah, I think I got
that
everything.
case.
Yeah, let's head back to the entrance. Yes, let's. Night will have fallen by the time we get back. Oh, that was entertaining. All right, let's head out of here.
Hey,
It's going back. Shall we head back for the day? Yeah, let's head
Okay.
back to the city. Then why don't we go back to the city, have dinner? Be dark by yeah, let's leave.
right?
Tired, huh? Let's think about getting ready to eat. That wasn't too hard. Again, I'm sure I would have got fucked if I brought an actual mage with me.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Oh hell, honeybee's all full up. Just my luck. Oh, okay. I'm actually glad we're showing this. So because when I ran the Grand Cathedral before, it's so. If you don't know what you're doing in there, you will have to leave multiple times. I left twice or 3 times, and when you do, you get this cutscene the first time, and it explains that every time you leave a dungeon, you go eat at whatever, and you regain your health and MP. Huh? No seats left, but I'm starving.
If so,
It would seem we would need to have dinner elsewhere. Let's go to the tavern over yonder. Yeah, let's get drunk.
your thoughts?
Now Fulano, a large establishment, and the owner's patrons alike are busy with their own matters. We speak freely there without fear of eavesdropping.
I see.
And it's settled. Anyways, we discussed Luis at the Honeybee. We should end up causing more trouble for Fabian, so this works out. You and your party will need to rest your weary bodies. Yes.
All right.
Well, it wasn't easy, but that goop Taros lies defeated, and we have proof, exactly as the woman Igniter Shop asked us. Once we show it to her, complete her quest, we'll finally be able to shop at members-only Igniter Shop. That will be most useful in helping us amass more firepower. I trust you'll complete the task.
Oh,
Well, we managed to avoid the Day of Calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before Theocracy makes its proclamation. I agree. Luis to be our opponent one day, and have us ready to face him, confident in our strength. I thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well. I say we earned a rest. I agree. All right, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, you restore everything. Return to the bedroom and settle to peaceful slumber.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
well then.
right, let's go. Let's
All
go
right, then.
see.
Go.
Let's go see Brigitte.
Now, how did I wind up here? I love it. What am I gonna do? Eh? I love it.
How far?
Well, I'll not loiter in the storm.
All right, here we go.
You.
You're the issue. Yep. Here's its horn. Oh, and this would be the brute's horn. You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
Mission accomplished, then.
Oh, good. This is voice acted. Thank God.
You'll have your reward.
Yep.
I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
I thank you.
All right. Increased courage, pious igniter, and money. Lots of money. I'm rich now.
All right.
That went up pretty quick. That was good.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out. By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me?
Whoa.
I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in this city otherwise. But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
True, that doesn't sound so bad.
Have you made up your mind?
I accept. This seems... yeah, I accept. Don't worry.
All right. I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough.
That a dog?
You heard nothing just now, right?
Nah, I heard a dog. Yeah, right.
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best.
Why are you so secretive?
It was just the wind. Am I clear?
I didn't know the wind sounds like dogs.
I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard.
I didn't hear anything. I told
If you do tell anyone,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences.
Lady, you scare the shit out of me.
Then we have a deal.
Yeah, we got a deal. I can sense a hint of trust beneath all the wariness Brigitte feels towards me.
The trader and iconoclast, Brigitte. Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant.
Merchant, okay.
Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Interesting.
Interesting.
The merchant.
Perhaps it does have hidden depths.
I just said that. Merchant. I thought this would have been the gunner. Sense the heroic embody of the merchant from Brigitte. You can now study the merchant. Okay. Alright. What does the merchant class do?
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Sure. That's fine. Alright. Now before I end this episode, let's check out
What now?
check out this out. What does the merchant do? Armed with Cash Shield Almighty skills, it can increase battle rewards.
I see.
Oh, really? Alchemy gold attack. What? I throw money at it? Wait,
Fascinating.
hold on. We're gonna study this. This archetype is
This
Brigitte,
right here.
a heroic embodiment of the prudent arbiter who bridges the gap between others, fostering new values and new places of
All right.
belonging. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. That's a seems like a yeah. I got the mag. It's fine.
I'm counting on you.
Power I
Of
seek,
course.
and so be it. A shared resolve and honor creed. Take new form of the merchant. 2,500 is insane. That's a lot of money. I hear voices of heroic souls, O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to disavow martial might and support society within the shadow of coin, I shall bestow upon thee the soul of the merchant. This is the power of the merchant's soul. The power to use money to achieve victory and reap rewards. Capitalism at its finest. I'll put good use. It's yet another way to fight. Okay,
I found new power.
what does it do? I need to know, what does it do? All right, so it's passive. Its chance of winning a small amount of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. Deals weak physical almighty damage to one enemy. High crit rate. Oh. Interesting. So this is like risk reward type thing. Okay.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
All right.
All right then.
Well, I think I'm going to end it here, and then next time we'll go out to the desert. So thank you everyone for watching. If you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe. As always, I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.